Today we're going to talk about how to take our drawing and put it into our clay. You are going to get a mask mold, and that's basically going to help you get and form it to the shape of a face. You're also going to get a piece of paper towel, or two of them. Get them wet, squeeze all the water out. You can see there's no liquid coming out, and then you're going to shake them apart. So if you shake them, they will release. Basically, we do not want the clay touching plastic at all, or else it gets stuck. So we're going to just line this over the top. I'm going to show you how to use the slab roller, and we'll be rolling out slabs. I've already done that, and I'm going to put it with my fabric texture facing the other direction. I'm going to just slump that over the side. Now, I can see like a little split right here. That might come apart. I'm going to try really gently, just kind of form it around the mold. I don't want my clay to tear or buckle or rip, so I'm just kind of stretching and tapping real gentle. Now, I want to feel where the nose is and the recesses of the face, so I can get an idea of where all those features go. When you look at a face, your eyes are always in the middle of your head. A lot of people want to draw them too high, but they're actually right in the middle, and you can see that right here on the mask mold itself. Now, after you get this all plotted out, depending on your shape of your mask, you're going to refer to your drawing. Mine is actually going to be the shape of the face, and you're going to take your fettling knife and you're going to cut it out. So I'm just kind of gliding around. I don't want to cut through my paper towel too much. When you are cutting, you want to clean off your knife. And then instead of trying to release it from there, you're going to cut a little slit so that you can get the scraps to pull away. Now, you don't want to ball these scraps up because you can use them for applique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these scraps for all of my pieces, right? So I've got pieces of leaves that I want to cut out. I might have lips that I would want to cut out, maybe the shape around the eye. You're going to then use your tools. You can incise the design, kind of get a design idea going using your drawing. So I have a big eye here, and I have a big eye here. I wanted you to label your drawing. So this one's going to be pierced out. I'm not going to cut that one out until it's a little bit stiffer. I've got my nose. I might want to start forming my piercings using the back of your tool, using your fingers to pinch and mold and shape. You can build things up, you can smooth things out. I can add in all my little details. If I wanted to do like this one here, I might want to take my clay, it's really thick, and thin it out. So if you have access to little rolling pins, but you could also, at your table, use the handle of your fettling knife to get that even thinner, especially if it's just a little piece like this, right? And then you can kind of go through and decide how to cut it out. So I cut a curve because my design is on a curve. And I want it to fit in there. So then I'm just gonna randomly cut my little starburst. Notice I'm kind of coming off the edge. I'm not making tight turns. It just makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna pick it up. I would score and slip this into place, kind of just set it here for the time being. I've got lips. I might cut them out, but I also could just form a lip with a coil. So I could roll that and shape it. Ideally, I know that this video is for the video, I would actually go through and make sure that this is perfectly smooth and lovely before I started appliquing anything on. Because after you get it all on, it's got all these hard to reach spots that you'll have to use a paintbrush and things for. But if you go through and refine the actual face before you start putting your pieces on or cutting and carving your pieces out, you'll have a lot easier time as you go along. Like in here, I could use a paintbrush to kind of get all those schnibbles. I can kind of grow and build on the nose. I can cut things out later after it's all cleaned up. But remember, I want you to carve, incise, pierce, an applique. So up here in my drawing, I said that I was going to carve out those lines. So a loop tool is a really good carving tool. It's gonna take the clay away. So I had these kind of drawn out. Notice I'm picking the tip of my clay tool, always trying to get that off of there as I go so it doesn't drop somewhere else. You're showcasing all of your clay designed techniques that you have been growing with throughout the years. Another thing I might want to do is make my top lip out of a coil, so I can still can take the clay from my slab there and kind of form and push and pull, so I can kind of build up that lip, forming and molding with just my hands. Think of what it would look like and how to achieve that shape. Okay, that might be a little big. I might want to cut it back or slice them off of the end. I've got curls on my drawing right here and here. Simple coils again. Do it on the table so you can have some control. I don't have as much of a screen area to show you, but then I can kind of get them to stay how I want them to be and then score and slip them in place. So all of these delicate little details, once it's leather hard or even a little bit stiffer, that's when I would go in and pierce things out. You're also going to want to think of how it's going to hang. In my drawing, off of these big applique leaves that I will add to it, I've got holes. Now these holes, I had a plan for like wire earrings after it's completely glazed, but I could also have other hidden holes where I can loop along the back side so it can hang on the wall. So we're gonna pick this out really gentle. Now I've got a piercing. So I've got piercings in the nose, I've got a piercing in the eye. This eye here, I was thinking of building it up so it looks like it was closed. So I was gonna make an actual eyelid and then blend it on after it was scored and slipped. Now in my video, I did not score and slip anything quite yet. You guys know that you need to score and slip anything that's being attached to your clay, otherwise it will dry and fall apart separately. But that's how we're gonna start these out. At the end of class, you might wanna save your rolled out pieces of clay for next time. Just set them alongside in the bag. So you'll open up your bag, you'll slide this in on the mold. If you have room in your bag alongside, save some of your big scraps so that you don't have to re-roll them next time. And all of your other clay can be put in the recycle bin. So that's how we're gonna start building up our clay masks. And if you have any questions about how to form or make any kind of shape, make sure you have that conversation with me. All right, let's do this.